What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Civilization 5 as the Inca. In the previous part, we did a bunch of stuff. We got Machu Picchu. There it is. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. We're making some roads, stuff like that. We made another trade route, so we got some good money. And basically, we're gonna try to get more allies. First of all, we're building a road to Samarkand. That's gonna make our relationship even better. Kiev's really happy that I made Machu Picchu, so I think that's either going to happen this turn or it already happened. I'm not really sure. Either way, I do want them as my ally. They're a cultural city-state, so basically there's a lot of culture that I can get there, which I want. Borders of Cusco have grown. Hey, it's another little hill. It's not even bad, actually, because we can make another terrace farm there. Okay, so Kiev's happy that we made Machu Picchu. Now all we need to do is give him a bunch of money. And it's not even that much, actually. So as soon as I get philanthropy, we can do this. As much as I want to get the rationalism opener right away. Actually, I might have to do that either way. Because that's gonna make quite the difference. So I might, you know what? I'm gonna think this through. Just give me a few more turns and I'll figure this out. I might just give Kiev normal money and just deal with the fact that we're not gonna get extra influence for it. Let's see, 42. We might be able to get Vilnius on our side if I save up about 500 gold, but having extra culture from Kiev is going to be pretty nice. Tiwanaku's grown. Yep, that's pretty good. It's more culture. Tiwanaku actually turned into a pretty good city, and as soon as they get a university, they're going to be really good. What with all the jungles around, that's going to be another like 7 tiles. You know, that's 14 signs per turn that we get free of charge, basically. So that would be really nice. 9. Alright, let's give him some money. Alright, and then we can actually just go for the rationalism opener. And then, you know, as soon as possible, we are just going to get philanthropy. Because I do want it. At the same time, I really want secularism as well, so we might have to break away from patronage for a little while longer. And focus on the science side of things. What's going on? Oh no. Who's fighting who? Kiev's fighting... maybe Greece? I don't know. Alright, we got chivalry. Borders of Tiwanaku have grown. That doesn't do anything for me. We connected iron for Valletta. I don't know where they are. Oh, here they are. I guess that's good. They're gonna give me a military unit eventually, so that'll be pretty nice. Over in the capital, we still have a bunch of good tiles to work, and I really don't want to make the Artist Guild over here. What I do want to do is get... I think I want to start with a Colosseum. Let's see, we don't... okay, let's get a watermill. We don't have that much excess food, and I think that this would be pretty beneficial to just do that, because normally I put off the watermill. I don't know why, but I do. And I feel like it might be a good idea to just grab it straight away. Vilnius declared war on Pedro. Because the Shoshone have them as an ally. Okay. We have Samarkand. We're probably going to keep Samarkand for a bit. And I feel like we should be okay with Kiev as well. I'm hoping, at least. What's happening? Oh, they're fighting again. I mean, that is probably either Zurich or Greece. What is going on? Let's see. Brussels no longer needs investors. Vilnius has a new ally. I'm losing our grasp on Brussels, but I knew that. Quenti was promoted. Pocatello is making the Red Fort already. Machu has grown. Do I support this choice? I mean, it's not bad. Let's do it. All we gotta do is just get another terrace farm there and it'll be even better. Let's steal some tech. Alright, let's see. I'm already working on banking, but we could just still grab it. Either way, that might be our best choice here. Because it's more free technology. I'm just gonna get banking for free. Let's do that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go for, let's see, Congress. I'm thinking we maybe want to try and get, yeah, let's just get steel. We do have some iron. We don't have any swordsmen. Well, we can actually get some now. Because I'm pretty sure it's Kiev. Yeah, Kiev's giving me some iron. These guys are giving me horses. Which is very nice because I have neither. So I do appreciate that. Where are they I don't remember where these guys are making a route to. It's probably some marking from both sides. Alright, finish that pasture, please. Our university's almost done. Watermill. Workshop. They're still working on that granary, but on the bright side, as soon as they have the granary, it's going to be really good. What with the deer and the bananas that they're going to have soon. That's going to be pretty good. And this worker is also going to go there and make some improvements. Probably cut down the forest. Get a little bit of extra production going. And then, you know, get the spices, make a camp on the deer, stuff like that. It's going to be good. Also, we are now actually blocking off the path to Melbourne. Alright, let's see. We got a writer, finally, Emily Dickinson, who has a lot more facial hair than I remember, but okay. Let's make a great work. Poems. Beautiful. Okay, so this worker is ready to do other things. Let's send him over to... Yeah, let's send him over to Alan Tambo right away. So as discussed, I'm going to get the rationalism opener just to get that extra bit of science. It's not going to be that much straight away, but eventually it's going to be a lot more. And then also secularism will add a pretty crazy amount of science eventually. Which will be really nice. Also, university's almost done. The food is still out of control in Machu. In fact, it's going to overtake the capital in terms of population soon. Still really happy that I settled this. I remember when I first settled it, I was starting to doubt myself, but now I can see that, you know, considering we're playing as the Inca, this is an amazing place. And what are you doing? What the... Are you serious right now? Is this really a game that you want to play? You want to get in my way? Alright, let's see. We were training with Samarkand. We could also... I think we should just send food to Alan Teitambo. We're going to give up some money. But we can get another cargo ship, and this city really needs to grow a little bit quicker. So that's exactly what we're doing. Let's see. Colosseum Observatory. Pretty clear choice to me there. Let's go ahead and grab that. We already have a pretty good amount of science here, and we're going to get another nice increase. Oh boy, what's that? Oh, Red Fort. Which means that he already has metallurgy? That doesn't seem very fair. 37 technologies, whereas I have 31. Alright, that's actually not that bad. I was thinking it was worse. But I think we're catching up slowly. Alright, go. Get me the spices. Alright, city's grown, and they're gonna start growing pretty quickly here. What with all the food that I'm sending over there. Alright, so over in Cusco, watermill is now complete. Next order of business is gonna have to be a cargo ship. As much as I would like a Colosseum here, I mean, cargo ship is just too good to not instantly make. Where are they going? Are they gonna... Oh, okay. I guess what they're going for is... Yeah, just we're gonna go this way so that they can sort of meet up in the middle there. Okay. That makes sense to me. Ragusa counts as a quest. I don't know what it was, but I don't really care either. So I guess that's good. Kiev's in the middle of this war. And they are fighting Zurich, so that probably is what is going on here. Machu's grown. Again. Alright, work university. Get me some science. Tiwanaku's at 15 as well. Nuh-uh. Workshop. There we go. Alright, so over in Tiwanaku, there's a couple things that we should probably do. I think first of all, what I want is university, definitely. just for the added science. And let's get physics. And then you should probably just get some of these spices. I think the first of these we can actually use, and the second one we can just sell. And a magic castle has already been made. Okay. Yep, that's a good idea because we are still behind in science. Slightly, it's not that bad. It could be worse. How is Askia, or Greece and Askia are leaders in science? I don't know what's going on here. But let's try to fix that real quick. Got a little fight going on. Alright, so Brazil's fighting Askia right now. Or, yeah, it is Askia. Look at the armies they've already gathered. I have nothing. I have a grand total of 3 troops. And he only just declared war, okay. City grew again. Let's keep going with this. Alright, so this engineer we can use for... We're gonna have to make a choice here. We could get a manufactory, or we could get a wonder later on. Also, it looks like I am outgrowing my happiness really quickly, and I need to fix that as well. Alright. I'm gonna need a city-state like Vilnius on my side if I want to fix this current situation. 82... And Vilnius is the easiest one for me to get. So that might have to be the case. Might have to save up some money and start giving it to Vilnius. And, okay, here we go. Greece is now ally of Samarkand. Are you kidding me? You're just gonna steal my closest ally. What are you, a jerk? Is that what you are? Alright, physics. Cusco's grown. But because of the happiness situation, we're not looking super good. Which is kind of sad. Alright, so keep giving food to Tiwanaku. They definitely need it. Alright, go to the capital. Alright, it's just a little bit of influence, but we're gonna have to give them money. No other choice. Let's get scholars in residence if we can. At least do our very best because we are pretty far behind in science and technologies. I feel like that would be a good idea. So let's get gunpowder. I want to get some military units that do not suck. And if we start building an army, it would be nice to have slightly more advanced units than my enemies. Denounced by Greece, denounced Greece. Sistine Chapel. I'm starting to consider actually trying to take Venice, but the chances of that working on Deity are probably pretty slim. I don't think I've really gone to war on Deity, but they have 36 technologies. Alright, so they're only slightly ahead. Tradition. He's got some good wonders. They both pass. Alright, that's nice for me. Wales from Askia ended. Alright, we gotta trade with him again. And I just realized that I don't have... I can't do that. I can give you 8. 9? That's as far as I can go. Alright, we're good. That's gonna have to do for now. Arts funding is passed. Melbourne no longer needs investors. Go, go, go. So basically, happiness is gonna be a bit of an issue here that we need to fix as soon as we can. We're already working on the spices, and that's good. Alright, go over there. What are these guys doing? Where are they going? No. This is not what I had in mind. So I'm gonna go here, and then I'm gonna go there. So it's only about 4 more roads, and then we're gonna be good. It'll all be worth it. Once everything's connected, we're gonna get a lot more money thanks to Machu Picchu as well. Get that guy out of here. Yeah, I can't do that. Sorry. Because I need some happiness. And I just realized that, okay. We got a free pikeman from Gold connected for Geneva. Now that's pretty good. Wait, when did I connect gold again? Oh, that's the one that I bought from ASCII, I believe. Okay. They have silk that they could give me. You have ivory. I have ivory, so I don't care about them. I would prefer to have Vilnius as an ally. It's just I can't afford it. Alright, so we have our free unit. That's good. It's all good and nice. So that's 4 units that we're at. Still pretty terrible, but it could be worse. Alright, so just hook this up first of all. It's gonna look terrible, but a road's a road. And because we're the Inca, we don't actually pay as much for roads. I think we pay half. And roads that go through the hills are free, actually. So it's not really a big deal. It'll all be worth it because of how big Machu is getting to be. Alright, so next turn we're going to be at some pretty bad happiness levels. Okay, we need to hook this up straight away. At least Samarkand's a pretty nice ally to have because of how big their army is. Do I care more about... Let's see. Alright, nobody wants a trait route. I think I just want to trade with Vilnius. Get some cash there. Alright, so they have some bananas. Which is really nice. Alright, over in the capital, the Colosseum that I've been looking forward to. Let's finally get this. You go over there. You can stay here, I guess. Oh, what? Certainly was not expecting this. Let's just run in there and make sure those barbarians don't destroy any of my stuff. You go over there. Start making some roads. Because I don't want to lose Samarkand as an ally again. That's annoying. What? Buenos Aires has been captured by Greece. This guy's a maniac. That's clear to me now. I kind of wish that people would actually work together, such as Brazil and ASCII versus Greece, but they're sort of just giving Greece an easy way to grow. I wish the Shoshone would get involved, but they're just hanging back. Just enjoying their peace, I guess. Alright, gunpowder is done. Make me a road. Alright, so fire. Take him out. Alright, next order of business would be... I mean, we gotta get to scientific theory first of all, so that's just what we're gonna go after now. Alright, you're good. Over in Machu, let's get that Colosseum as well. If we can't really get many more luxuries, I mean, we might be better off just making some Colosseums and then the Circus Maximus eventually in the capital. So making a Colosseum in these, 3 cities is not going to be an issue. In Alante Tambo, it might take a little bit longer, but eventually we'll get there. How's the war going, buddy? How is Salvador that big? He must be sending several trade routes or something. Or again, just, straight up cheating to get it that big. I don't know. Alright, barbarians are gone. Good for me. Fix that situation right up. Now get me my spices. I need them. Alright, 3 more turns. 2 more turns. It's kind of crazy. Production is at 26. Almost 27. Wait, they have the same production? No, they do not. I was looking at the wrong city, I guess. Alright, so 18. Wait, what? No, wait. Machu is 27. Cusco is 17, so it has way, way more production than the capital as well. Basically, Machu is my best city. Okay, I mean, that's good to know. I don't know whether or not I expected anything else. Probably shouldn't. Alright, so over in Alante Tambo. Let's get a workshop. They really need one. Production's terrible around here, apparently. I think we ought to cut down some forests or make those lumber mills. Honestly, anything that will get me to that workshop quicker, I just want to make use of that. Cocoa for gems. I will take it. Because I need it. Taj Mahal. How many wonders does he have? No, I don't want to fight Are you kidding me? He's got 4 wonders. How does Venice have 6? I mean, I really want to kill Venice. Okay, yep, go there. Save some money. Let's go hook up these roads. It's about time. Almost there. Over in Machu. So they made the Colosseum, and that's great. Stable would add a little bit of production, but not that much. I think we should really just get some troops, such as a musket man. It's really about time that we got some more. We only have 4 troops. We probably have by far the weakest army around. And having like 1 or 2 more musket men running around would definitely make me feel more safe. Songhai Ku in Valletta. Good for you, I guess? I don't know what to tell you. Still fighting. I like how my scouts just sort of observing the fighting. In fact, they just fired over my scout. Alright, let's see. Printing press is done. So we should now, I think, get votes and possibly bigger bonuses from city-state allies. So Alexander is going to be the host unless I interfere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure the Shoshone stays the host. Because I don't like Greece having any more power. And then also this will make the Shoshone like me a bit better. And I'm on board with that for sure. Alright, over in the capital. Caravel. I feel like we don't really need a navy. That's probably not going to be super useful. Yeah, let's just get this amphitheater out of the way. Some more space for pieces of writing, and then you need to protect those workers because they will be kidnapped any second now. I mean, we have some Samarkand troops in the area, but still. There's probably an encampment right next to the bison or something. Definitely want to make sure that that's no longer around. Alright, you know what? Just give me 7, and we're gonna be good. How is that barbarian not taking the profits? Is this guy gonna die now, or some more Samarkand troops? And that's one of the many reasons why it's nice to have a city-state ally. That's pretty good. Samarkand Great Prophet. I don't know what religion that is. Shoshone remains the host thanks to my interference. Got this guy. We could actually get more specialists in Machu now. That's pretty bad. I basically want the Artist Guild in, I think, Tiwanaku. Alright, Samarkand apparently really scared of the barbarians. Don't worry guys, I got this. I'll save you. I'll save everybody. Alright, we're good. Alright, so that's gonna be done any second now. Can we just get this road? All I want is to finally finish the road. I've been working on this forever. Hey, you got it, friend. Screw Greece. They don't deserve to be leader. Look at what they've done. Look at what their empire looks like. It's ugly. Apparently Askia's having a pretty tough time against Brazil there. And Zurich and Kiev are doing most of the fighting, apparently. Stupid Brazil. Alright, let's see. Cargo ship. Trade with Washaki. And then you trade with Gao. Get me that money and get me that science. Alright. There's probably... Okay, so the encampment's now gone and got destroyed. Boom. Boom. Everything's now hooked up. It's gonna take the game like a turn to realize this. But they'll get there. Shouldn't be an issue. Alright, this guy's good. Another coup in Valletta. I guess people are fighting over city-states again. I'm gonna try not to get involved. As long as Samarkand and Kiev are safe. I hope that Kiev's safe at least. They're only fighting city-states. They're not even fighting people, so I don't even know why they're at war. Alright, Samarkand's really happy with the road. That's what I like to see. Now what I'm waiting for is to see how much money I'm going to make off of this city connection that we've just made. I also don't know if I get extra money for even connecting to a city-state, now that I think about it. Alright, so that's another 24 gold per turn, which is really nice. That's really good. Alright, borders of Cusco have grown. Look at that tile, that's beautiful. Just great. Work it. Alright, Olante Tambo is already at 8 population. We're starting to run out of tiles that are actually workable, which is kind of a bummer. Alright, so let's make sure that, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's connect to there. So to go like that. It's gonna look kind of ugly, but we do want to connect everything. That's just for the best. So go like that. Alright, I'm gonna need you to make so many things. Alright, just ignore the desert tile now that I think about it, because that's gonna be terrible no matter what. Alright, economics next turn. This guy's still waiting for something to do. Alright. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna leave it here for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. In the next part, we're finally gonna hook up Olante Tambo to everything. Melbourne apparently got stolen by Venice. So I might think about attacking Venice in the near future. We'll see. Let me know what you think about that, actually. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll talk to you later.